Well, one man with expertise in dealing with gangland shootings is Clive Small, the former Assistant Police Commissioner for New South Wales, and he says upswings of violence like this are not unusual in Sydney.
Nicole, this is one of the cyclical spikes I think we're seeing in drive-by shootings. It's the same with all crime. It goes up and down. But at the moment, I think we're seeing a spike that we haven't seen for probably a decade or more since the shooting started.
So in your opinion, do you think these shootings are random or an indication of more organised crime?
They're not all connected. What we are seeing, though, are a number of groups shooting. There's often overlaps in motive and purpose. It's often about drug territory, about monies owed. It's about turf and intimidation of opponents. So there's a whole range of, if you like, complex interactions that are overlapping and causing various groups, sometimes cooperating with one another, sometimes fighting with one another, to bring about these spikes. And often they're about domestic purposes behind them as well.
New South Wales Police are warning that someone could be killed or injured. In your view, are these shootings aimed at injuring people, or is it more an issue of intimidation?
What we're not seeing on this occasion are the face-to-face, what I'd call the face-to-face murders or the deliberate woundings which have sent us a message. So I think it's a bit interesting. What we're also probably seeing are a much larger number of groups involved in the shootings than there were in those earlier days.
So is this a case of criminal elements simply trying to thumb their nose at authorities?
Well, look, that's part of it, but part of it is clearly about intimidation because of monies owed, monies that are possibly can be earned through drug deals and through the control of territories. It's about intimidation. One of the difficulties you have with Middle Eastern crime, and a lot of this does appear to be linked to Middle Eastern criminals and crime families, is that there are often family or blood feuds that exist and go back quite a way. And that can become mixture, and that makes it a lot more difficult for police to interpret exactly what's going on.
So, Clive Small, what's your view in how the police are handling this problem?
Overall, I think they're going quite well, but how effective it will be remains to be seen. The shootings at the moment are increasing. What we need to see if that trend continues or they stop.
Clive Small, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Nicole. Anytime.